Oh, look what we got here. We got two Lamborghinis. Sweet. Tell you what, I do like Lamborghinis. And, yeah, they're not in terrible condition, and there's kind of a reason for that. This one actually needs some help. We got a Countach here, and we got a Diablo here. And Diablo's missing a tail fin. And it's got some problems, some rust on the axles. Nothing major, nothing major. This is actually in pretty good condition. It's just ugly as can be. Both are fairly recent cars. I think this one's from the 90s, late 90s. Yeah, 96 it looks like. And this one's from 97. All right. So late 90s. Not normally the type of things I would restore, but I'm going to do them for one reason, because we got something special here. So John from the RedLine Shop sent me some paint. This is paint that has not been released yet. He's going to release it soon. And he didn't ask me to do anything. I'm not sponsored by RedLine Shop. He just sent me these. He didn't ask me to do anything. He didn't ask me to make a video, but I'm going to because it's super cool. So we've got some Spectra Flame Black and some gunmetal that can also be used as a base for Spectra Flame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restore these. I'm going to make the Diablo a Spectra Flame Black, and it is going to look sweet. And the Countach I'm going to use gunmetal on. And these are just going to look awesome when we're done. The big thing here is trying out this new paint, but oh, man, these are cool cars. This one doesn't roll very well, so it is going to need some attention. It's got a broken axle back here, so that'll be fun to fix. I might just do a wheel swap. But anyway, let's get started. Let's get these guys open. So let's open up the Diablo first. Actually, I thought it was a plastic base. It's actually a metal base, painted black. And these wheels are pretty terrible. Like I said, I might just do a wheel swap. We'll see. I'm not really trying to do a restoration here. Dirty interior. Not broken though. And the glass is, again, very dirty, but not broken. Nice. And then we've got this back bumper, which is broken. That'll be a little bit of a challenge, a fun challenge. And then we got this, so not bad. Then let's open up the Countach. It's funny, the Diablo really feels better made than the Countach. There we go. Whew. I was a little worried. These plastic bases you can break. This is a plastic base. Again, more rust. And a broken axle. Probably just swap out those wheels. Equally dirty interior. It's funny how different they made cars just in one year. Very different design. Glass is in good shape. And then here we have the casting. So we got the two here. So the interesting, this had a plastic base and was lighter when I held it before I took it apart, and this one was heavier. But now this has got the much heavier body. So the metal base was doing all the heavy lifting for this guy to give it some weight. So let's just get these in the stripper tank, and we'll just start chipping away at this. Alright, so I've done about 2 days worth of my free time's work on these. This is the Countach, and we're going to use a opaque gunmetal on it, so I don't need to polish it at all. This one is the Diablo, and I zinc plated and polished it up so it's all shiny. That's what you don't have to do that with a Spectra Flame. You can use a silver paint underneath it, but I really think this makes a huge difference when you're trying to Spectra Flame something. So, difference between polished, unpolished, zinc plated, and unzinc plated. Also, I found some wheels. It took me a long time to find the wheels for the Diablo. I had to go through my box of Hot Wheels. I've got hundreds of them just for this occasion. Anytime you see at yard sales Hot Wheels for going for less than 50 cents, just buy all they have because you're going to need the parts if you're into this. These look a lot better than the original ones, I think. These actually came off of a Batmobile from the 2018. And so I still got a lot of these parts that need to be cleaned up on both sides. And this base, I still need to get the wheels off of it. So I still got a lot of work. I'm going to drop these in the ultrasonic cleaner real quick. Get these wheels out. Because I'm going to swap those wheels out probably with these wheels, depending on how this looks with the gunmetal. So lots of little bits of work to do. So besides painting, the only other major thing that needs to be done to these is this spoiler needs to be fixed. So you can see there used to be a spoiler. It got broken off. This is off the Diablo. So I'm going to have to 3D print something from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some measurements with my capillars and try and, on a CAD program, try and make something that looks like the original. I have a picture of the original. You can see it right here. I'm going to try and make something that looks like that. So here's the painting plan. The Diablo that's been shined up is going to be Spectra plain black. It's going to look sweet. The Countach is going to be gunmetal. The base for the Diablo is going to be black. I'll probably use a Tester's gloss black. And then I will use that same on the fin, which is still printing. So I'm going to go ahead and paint these two because I just can't wait. So in order to have a good place to glue on the new spoiler, I need to cut off the old spots. So I'm going to start with these nippers, and then I'll sand down what I don't need. Yeah, it's going to work real well. So I sanded down where the old spoiler was to give me a mounting point. And now my new 3D printed part, I'll just glue on right there. Fits pretty good. I might need to make some minor adjustments so it fits into the car okay. I'm going to glue that on off camera because I just can't see well enough to do it through the camera. And then we'll get it ready for painting. So this is the gunmetal car. So this is the Countach. And oh, that looks good. Man, there's no clear coat on that. That's just straight paint. Not very many coats. It didn't take much. The coverage was excellent on this. So I can see how John said that you could use this as a base coat for Spectra Flame. I did not do this. I didn't put Spectra Flame on top of it, but just think of what a red or a blue over that would look like. Oh man, that would look good. This looked a lot better than I expected. So I was kind of ho-hum about the gunmetal, but man, the takeaway is that is my favorite so far. Wow. So I think we're actually ready to put this car together. Oh man, yeah, that looks nice. That looks real nice. Wow, what an improvement. Oh boy, let's go take some pictures of this. So that Tester's sprayed really well. See if that'll focus. Is that going to focus? Come on. Tester's did really well on that. Same thing with the base. Alright, it's time for the big reveal. And this is the Spectra Flame Black. It does look good. So the Spectra Flame Black, that's not something that was used in the original RedLines, to my understanding. But a lot of the, or some of the Hot Wheels Special Editions, even today, will use Spectra Flame Black. It's not often, it's pretty rare, but man, it looks good. One of the things that tripped me up with this is it went on like, this is probably a dozen coats, maybe 2 dozen coats. It went on very transparent, so at first I didn't even, it was almost like clear. I didn't even notice what was going on. But, so I kept on putting it on, and then I kind of overdid it, I think. I think I could have done with a few less coats. Because it was like, oh, there's nothing here, and then all of a sudden, bam, it was done. But yeah, this is no clear coat. This is just the paint, and man, it does look nice. So let's put this guy together. Oh man, these look great. All right, so that's it for today. It's not a restoration really, more of a customization. I don't usually do those, don't really even like them, but I did enjoy this because I got to use some new products. I'm gonna take some pictures of this guy and both of them and send them to John in the RedLine Shop. And shout out to John at the RedLine Shop for sending me that paint. And keep an eye out for it. It's going to be for sale soon, I'm sure. I don't know nothing about that timeline or anything like that. I haven't been told. I wasn't even told to make a video. I just did. And I still have the hot pink to do, and just a little. That's just going to be a preview of how I'm going to use the hot pink. All right, so I hope to see you in my next video, and thanks for sticking around for this one. Have a great day.